friends and subscribers around the world. So, here today, man, doing our thing. Could talk a little bit about our little freak. What do we call them this day? Bed. You got stuff on that? We're gonna talk a little bit about coming winter, man, and being a little worried. I've talked about the geese and stuff flying south. You know, we've been watching there's a big old flock again this morning. The other thing is the last 3 or 4 days is my hummingbirds. This picture's got to be on the glasses. Last 3 or 4 days is the hummingbirds, man. I think the hummingbirds flew south too. I have not seen them. You know, just watching the animals and, you know, being in tune with what's going on the earth and stuff, man. I really am thinking that I'm worried about. I think it's going to be a pretty early and gnarly winter, I hate to say. So we shall see. But that's all I got, man. Let's get out of here. Let's get out. You know, as always, man, we're always up here cleaning up the camps and stuff, and when we are up in the national forest and stuff. And this camp here is the one. If you go back over our videos, the people from Payette County, they come up here every year during bow season. I'm actually surprised that they pulled out, but they're back up here again. They actually left the camp clean. I only picked up a couple of pieces of trash. This side, because my fish fence runs right along here, and this side they actually pulled the deals and used one of the poles off the tree as a Yankee gate, and it's not a Yankee gate, so I just had to retighten it because the whole cows could have just stepped across here right into amazing bull trout area. And then the other thing is you know, it's cool to teach your kids and your grandkids and everything, you know, bushcraft or woodcraft or survival skills and everything. You know, it's cool, man. They built some little wiki up things like that over there. Cut down a bunch of some ponderosas, some just little trees, you know, and stuff. Why you couldn't just use some of these branches and stuff like that. But hey, man, you know, it is what it is. It's Air Force too. But really? Using this much crap to, you know, that's great to teach your kids survival skills and show them how to build a little survival shelter. But do you really have to leave this much crap tied up in it to just pollute it? It's all plastic, nylon crap.
And as a mom, I say, what about teaching them how to pick up after themselves?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you build that thing. It's beautiful. It's all that great. It's
fun.
Back on the ground. And,
great experience.
Teach them how to use, you know, stuff that, you know, not cutting down ponderosas and stuff. Come on, man. But anyway, man, they did clean up the thing. So, man, guys, man, you Payette County, come up here in Adams County and just, man, you know. You're going to come up to our county, man? Take care of our county. I'm sorry that your county ain't so luscious and beautiful. Let's get out of here. Grabbing some wood and stuff up here. I'm going to show you this stump that the bears tore apart. See, I don't know how well you can see on the screen, but that big, let's see if you get it. So you see a bear paw print there. Just amazing. You can actually see the claw marks. And then the old bear. So he tore that stump apart, man, to get in there after the grubs and ants and everything. Tore that mother apart. And he probably laid back in these huckleberries and had him some dessert. So what else we find over here? birdie up here today. Birdie. Always like checking out these. Right here might be a stump, but I always look. One of my favorite places to pan gold. You know, it's dry, especially when it's along a creek. This is where the old stumps, where the old stuff's been dug up, where the trees have fallen, and the tree, you know, you can pan that stuff out. And not only that, it's a good chance of finding arrowheads and everything in it. Something too that I wanted to touch on is old buddy Walt sent me an email and pointed out that see if I got this adjust. There we go. Old buddy Walt sent me an email and pointed out that well, a couple videos ago when I showed how to strip a grouse, or fool hen, you know, that's what Grandpa called them, fool hens and prairie chickens. But when I showed that, a point that Walt made, which was a dang good point, man, thank you, sir, is by law, you're supposed to leave at least one wing, and, or the head, which, usually a wing, and then a lot of times, you know, which I'll get into, really, you know, I can make up an excuse of why I didn't, you know, and I'll talk about that in a second, but, you can take this thing from me, Miss Kitty. Well, let me talk about this other. But you get into the other areas, you know, I've hunted grouse, and, you know, grouse is my number one of all, other than fishing. Fishing's my, you know, my number one, man, fishing, and then when it comes to, you know, and I love my hunting, and my number one thing for hunting, number one thing, not above deer, elk, everything, is my grouse, man. I love my prairie chicken, and it's my favorite bird to eat. We've had people ask us if they taste like chicken. There, man, I would say chicken kind of tastes like a grouse.
Yeah.
It doesn't even, no comparison. I love my grouse. But anyway, when you're in other areas, and I've seen them, you know, in some of the areas around here, but you'll see a collection bucket. It's a wing bucket, and they want you to put the wings off, and that's how they check the health and stuff of that. A lot of times, you know, as far as like pheasants and stuff like that, you got to keep the whole bird, because you can only shoot roosters if you're pheasant hunting. You know, all kinds of stuff. And what he had pointed out is that I showed on there and actually did not follow the law or whatever, and I told him that I didn't, because where I cleaned that was, you know, because he says, well, you know, unless you wait till you get home. And I said, well, I was home. And he said, you were not on the homestead of the creek bottom. And I actually, where I cleaned that bird is private property. So, I mean, that's, you know, but still, it don't matter. I still had that. I shot that bird on Forest Service land, and then I was on private property. And I'll actually show you an example. Right now, from where we just were with the flute, we're 2 mountains away from there. You know, and we're right on we're not on private property here, but here in about a mile, we will be, and then we won't be. You know, that's just how it is. And then, you know, so I was trying to explain to him, you know, that to me, because it's actually where that is a piece of property that someday in our dreams we're hoping to acquire. But anyway, with all that said, but I appreciate him saying that. So anyway, man, for your grouse hunting and stuff like that, is definitely leave, you know, a wing. Most of the time I just wait till I get home.
And honestly, don't take anybody's word for it on YouTube. If you're going to be
Yeah,
out
if you're
there
going to do
hunting,
it, check your regulations.
you need to read those
Good
regs.
point. That's even a better
Absolutely.
point. Yeah.
Don't leave that responsibility to somebody else.
Don't listen to
tell
this
you what
hillbilly.
to
I'll
do.
get you in trouble.
That's right.
Exactly.
right.
It's the same as just like mushrooms, man. Don't listen to everything I got to say, man.
Right.
You got to
Do your research.
when in doubt, throw it out.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff. So, and something like for deer hunting, the side of the you know, which you got your units and stuff, you know, and I'm not gonna throw out where I'm at or what unit or anything like that I'm in, but on the other side of the highway is, you know, and it's like Wally knows where I'm, but you know, here you can shoot bucks, man. Doesn't matter, you know, as long as they got antlers, you got to shoot bucks only on this side for deer, except for archery season. Right now, you can shoot doe or a buck during archery season. But anyway, as far as rifle season, you can shoot monster bucks over here, you know, trophy size bucks over here, no does. Across the other side of the highway, you can only shoot forked horns. And I've seen the biggest, me and Kevin, seen the two biggest mule deers that I have ever seen in my life, man. Just huge monsters. And that's, you cannot shoot those on that side of the highway. So, yeah, like Miss Kitty said, it don't matter what I say, what anybody says, man. Look at your regulations. I am going to show how I can be here and, you know, sometimes these videos are filmed over a couple days, sometimes, you know, whatever. And just like now, I mean, you're watching it, you know, and I'm just from this part of the woods on the creek to this part of the woods on the hill to wherever we film the next segment, you know, and it's just a blink, just like I just turned around and I walked over here, you know. But little do you know, sometimes we travel for sometimes hours, you know, sometimes minutes. You just never know. But I'll point out, I'll do as we go down here, I'll show you how the, you know, I'll go on somebody we knows private property or something to show you how I can be just like this and turn around. There's actually, you can see a barn or whatever. And just because it's private property don't mean there's going to be anything on it. It's all tamarack right here. Yeah, I'll be in that one.
Yeah, you have to drop it right to my path in this way.
Yeah. There's tamarack. Well, you can see the beetle holes. Beetle kill. That's our favorite tree to burn. So, like I said, man, boom, just like that, we were in a different area. Now we're another mountain over and right on the edge of private property. If you look around here, you'd never know. Right, so now, actually, whoa, man, my door's open. Actually pull it off of the hill or knoll that I just walked around and showed you. Oh, looks like you're walking crazy. Doors open. And then Miss Kitty, there it is. Miss Kitty's actually down this way. What we're doing is scoping out because in the next couple of days we're gonna come up. I mean, we got to get on this firewood thing, man. We're so far behind. So right now we have one tamarack standing, one tamarack, a lodgepole, and a red fir. So 3 different kinds of wood. We're going to bring the beast up, and I'm sure we'll take you along with that. But right now we're identifying Miss Kitty's walking down this road right here. I'm just going to film a little bit of the back road here. Oh, we already had a couple scoped out here, didn't we? How about that? Oh yeah, that one's...
right there. Not tamarack.
Nope, not tamarack. Lodgepole.
Good and cured.
Nope, that one's not. That one's gonna be dead. Boy, that one's just barely hanging on. Man, look at that. How it's so no branches.
Yeah.
I hope and pray it makes it, but if it don't, because it's got the, you can see the brown in there. It's got the disease. You can see that one there, man. It's not looking good. Yeah, that one right there, man. We can just dump that one right there, right here.
Yeah, and this one here.
You know, this one here, probably just right across here and land it right down this road. Yep. All right, so that's 5 trees on one little area.
There's a nice one there too.
Oh yeah. Look at that one. You know, I guess that one's got branches low.
What is it?
Yeah, not that one. The one right in front of you. The one the tops, yeah.
There's another dead one.
So look at this. This is the moth kill or beetles. This one looks like moths. I don't see no beetle. Look at that. It's terrible. And this is actually part of the hill that I've showed in the previous videos when I'm across the canyon, you know, and I was pointing out and I was saying that you could see the brown that we've been watching it. That's where we're at right now. And it's just devastating. You know, the one comment that my old buddy Muskrat made is, it's sad, but it definitely makes for easy firewood pickings. But I'd rather have to work a little harder for my wood and keep my trees. But then, you know, Kevin, you know, graduated all that, you know, he's pretty much a scientist, you know, from college and stuff. And we were talking about the moths and all that, you know, and I was, yeah, you know, because it kind of freaks me out, you know. I've seen it over my lifetime. I've seen it, like I said, every 10 years or whatever, in this moth. Didn't he say that moth's native? Yeah, so the moth yeah, it's always here. And the one thing he's all, well, Dad, if you think about it, you know, when the moths and the beetles and stuff come in, you know, of course you get foreign critters coming in too, but what is going on is, you know, whether it be drought or, you know, change in the environment or climate or, you know, whatever is causing it, the forest is in distress. And when the forest is in distress, Mother Earth sends something to heal, you know, no different than your body sending something to heal. So the moths come in to, you know, survival of the fittest, man, is basically what it boils down to. And ever since he told me that, and, you know, about the beetles and all that, because I mean, you know, he's a book smart little son of a and very wise on that stuff. Me, I just look at it as a, you know, I'm an earth-loving, back-to-earther, man. I don't like anything going wrong, but she'll take care of herself. Guaranteed, man. Mother Earth gets sick of us, she'll just do a little shaking and everything. Speaking of which, everybody down in Florida and East Coast and everything, man, our thoughts and prayers are definitely with you. I've definitely been paying attention to, don't watch a lot of news, but definitely been tuning in just to catch some of that. Oh, got a little wolf scat. Alright, so what you can see out there, that's Seven Devils Mountain Range. Looks like they're doing a prescribed burn out there. That's what it looks like. Looks like to me it's pretty hazy out there. I think, stop. I was going to do that one down there at the private. After we drop off of here, then we'll go through private land. I probably won't.
I'm ready to be home.
I'm ready to be home, man. We got a small, not a huge load of wood. Got our wood that we'll be coming up to get in the next couple days picked out. There's enough in a small section. I'll show you this too. But there's enough in a small section that we can get all our wood put up in, you know, just from this one area, man. We've got red fir, tamarack, pondo, and lodgepole pine, man. And there's more than enough to get us through the winter, so we're going to be going gung-ho on that here for the next couple of weeks. I'll show you, this is another section of the, I just drove by, I almost stopped back just a minute ago, but you can see all the beetle kill and moth kill. There's the brown. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. Alright, so I guess we'll call it a day. So please remember to get Miss Kitty in it. She looks so cute. She's had enough. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Check out the links below. The eBay page got a lot of new stuff. Still been listed away on there. And man, we're just busy trying to keep the videos coming. And good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
See ya.